Why Samantha Morton's Circe Stole the Odyssey. Performance explained. Warning: this video contains spoilers for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey and Homer's Odyssey. This video discusses scenes from the film and Samantha Morton's performance as Circe. Now, let's begin. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is packed with unforgettable performances. Matt Damon anchors the film as Odysseus. Anne Hathaway delivers an emotional Penelope. Zendaya brings a fresh interpretation to Athena. Charlize Theron leaves a lasting impression as Calypso. Yet, when audiences walked out of theaters, one character kept dominating the conversation. Circe. Played by Samantha Morton, the legendary enchantress appears for only a relatively short portion of the film. But somehow, she leaves one of the biggest impressions in the entire movie. Critics have praised her performance. Fans are calling her sequence one of Nolan's most haunting scenes. Some are even predicting awards recognition for Morton despite her limited screen time. So why did Samantha Morton's Circe steal the Odyssey? The answer isn't just brilliant acting. It's the way Nolan completely reimagined one of Greek mythology's most mysterious characters. Let's explain. Circe has always been one of Greek mythology's most fascinating characters. In Homer's Odyssey, Circe is a powerful sorceress living alone on the island of Aeaea. When Odysseus's crew arrives, she welcomes them with food and drink. But the meal is a trap. Using magic, she transforms the sailors into pigs. Only Odysseus escapes because the god Hermes gives him a magical herb called moly, protecting him from her spell. After resisting her magic, Odysseus forces Circe to swear she will not harm him. Instead of becoming enemies, they spend a year together before she helps him continue his journey home. Christopher Nolan keeps the basic outline of that story, but he changes the emotional meaning behind it. Samantha Morton doesn't play Circe as a traditional villain. One of the biggest surprises in the film is that Circe isn't portrayed as an evil witch. Instead, Samantha Morton gives her remarkable emotional depth. In recent interviews, Morton explained that she imagines Circe as someone who is simultaneously young, old, maternal, vulnerable, and incredibly powerful. Rather than seeing her as a monster, she approached Circe as an ageless woman carrying centuries of wisdom and loneliness. That choice completely changes how audiences experience her scenes. Instead of fearing Circe, viewers become fascinated by her. She feels unpredictable, mysterious, and strangely, sympathetic. The transformation scene became the movie's most talked about moment. The scene everyone is discussing is, of course, the transformation of Odysseus's men. Instead of relying heavily on CGI, Christopher Nolan used practical effects wherever possible. Morton herself has revealed that much of what audiences see was created physically on set rather than digitally, making the sequence feel disturbingly real. Even more memorable is Morton's performance. She quietly hums while performing the spell, a choice that wasn't written in the script. She simply followed her instincts. Christopher Nolan liked it so much that he kept it in the film. The result is both beautiful and terrifying. Instead of shouting spells or making dramatic gestures, Circe almost treats magic like an artist shaping clay. That understated approach makes the horror feel even more unsettling. I didn't turn them into anything. Perhaps the film's most powerful addition is Circe's explanation to Odysseus. She tells him, "I didn't turn your men into anything. Look at them. This is what they are. Beasts." That line isn't simply about magic. It's about human nature. Morton has explained that she viewed the transformation as symbolic rather than purely supernatural. The men become pigs because their greed, violence, and gluttony reveal who they already were inside. Circe isn't creating monsters. She's exposing them. It's one of the film's strongest themes. People often hide behind masks. Circe strips those masks away. Christopher Nolan made Circe central to the film. Although Circe appears for only a portion of the movie, Christopher Nolan has said her role became one of the story's emotional turning points. According to Nolan, after one of Samantha Morton's takes, the crew actually applauded her performance, something he described as an exceptionally rare moment on one of his film sets. That explains why the sequence feels so different from the rest of the film. Everything slows down. The action pauses. Instead of another battle, audiences are forced to confront questions about identity, temptation, and humanity itself. Critics and fans couldn't stop talking about her. Since the film's release, critics have repeatedly highlighted Samantha Morton as one of its standout performers. Many reviews describe her Circe sequence as unforgettable despite its relatively brief runtime. Online discussions have echoed that sentiment, with many fans calling her transformation scene the most memorable sequence in the entire movie, and praising the practical effects and Morton's eerie screen presence. Some early awards observers have even suggested Morton could earn recognition in the Best Supporting Actress race. Why Circe changes. Odysseus forever. Beyond the spectacle, Circe plays an important role in Odysseus's journey. She forces him to confront the consequences of leading men driven by arrogance and excess. She also prepares him for the even greater challenges ahead. When Odysseus finally leaves Aiaia, he isn't simply continuing his voyage. He's wiser, more cautious, and more aware that the greatest dangers on his journey are often the flaws within human beings rather than mythical monsters. That lesson becomes one of the defining themes of Nolan's adaptation. Final thoughts. So, why did Samantha Morton's Circe steal the Odyssey? Because she transformed a familiar mythological character into one of the film's deepest and most unforgettable figures. Instead of playing Circe as a one-dimensional villain, Morton gave her vulnerability, mystery, wisdom, and quiet menace. Combined with Christopher Nolan's reliance on practical effects and psychological storytelling, the result is a performance that many viewers remember long after the credits roll. Sometimes, a character doesn't need the most screen time to become the most memorable. Sometimes, all it takes is one extraordinary performance. What did you think of Samantha Morton's portrayal of Circe? Was her transformation scene the standout moment of the Odyssey? Or did another character leave an even bigger impression? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more The Odyssey explainers, Greek mythology, movie breakdowns, hidden details, and entertainment news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.